Hi Ben, my name's Georgia and I'm from Adelaide. My question's about how my family can be better prepared for financial emergencies. When we've seen things like COVID-19 or cost of living really change people's incomes, it would be great to have some ideas on how we can safeguard ourselves financially for these types of situations.
So, look, I think this is a great question. And I think as called out from Georgia, that definitely the COVID pandemic made a lot of people feel a lot more exposed than what they wanted to be. Job insecurity, the actual risk, not knowing what the future looks like. It sort of forced a lot of people to think about their money and realize that their safety net probably wasn't as big as what they'd want it to be. There's also a lot of stats out there, some pretty scary ones, in fact, that show that a lot of people don't have money put aside to cover unexpected expenses or emergencies. And for me, I think that having the money there for the unexpected or emergencies when they come up is something that's really important. Thinking beyond that, though, about being smart with your money and being on the front foot financially, that when you invest, having a pot of money that you can rely on means that you're never going to be forced to sell investments at the wrong time. And I think anyone that's got good investments in their portfolio today, whether it's share investments or property investments, they're looking at values that are lower than they were 6 months ago or 12 months ago in some cases as well. So if anyone is forced to sell today, they're going to be selling for less than what they could have got it before. And that means that you only really do it if you're forced to. How you make sure that you're not forced to is make sure that you've got appropriate money put aside to cover the unexpected or emergencies when they come up. To the question as to how you actually get there, I think the key to that is having a solid spending and savings plan in place and making sure that you're putting a bit of money aside. I get that that sounds really simple, but I feel like a lot of people are really reactive with the way that they manage their money. Instead of being reactive, you want to be thinking about things from a 50,000 foot level, planning around your spending and saving. Reality is that people have only got so much money to work with. So what you want to do is understand what money you've got coming in, and then look at what money's going out, where you want it to be going, to find the right balance between spending on your lifestyle today and enjoying yourself today and covering the bills that you need to cover today, putting a bit of money aside for the unexpected, and then having some money that you can use to actually get ahead financially, whether that's saving money in cash, paying down debt, investing, or building wealth, essentially building wealth for the future. So the key is prioritization there. Look at what money is going where. Have a strategic spending plan where you look at where you're spending your money and make sure that the things that you're spending your money on are the things that you have the highest priorities for, because it's easy when we're spending in the moment that things creep into your spending, and they are things that make us feel good in that moment for sure, but they're also things that are less consistent with our bigger picture priorities around getting ahead financially, having financial security and stability. So what you want to do is list out all the spending that you want to be doing. The spending that you need to be doing comes first, obviously, your bills, the boring stuff. But then look at the discretionary things, then look at how much money you've got left over for savings. And generally what you need to do is have a bit of a process where you look at what's left. Probably the first time you do it won't be as much as you would ideally like it to be. Then you got to go back and say, what's actually the most important to me? What are the things that I can deprioritize so that I can prioritize the things that are more important, like my savings, building up that emergency fund, or spending on things like travel or those experiences that we generally get more happiness out of, but don't prioritize as much in the day-to-day. So when you go through that process, the end result that you want to be working towards is being happy with how much you're spending today, having some money being put aside for the unexpected, and then having some money for your actual savings and getting ahead. I'm a big fan of multiple buckets for bank accounts, so different buckets for different accounts and different spending, so that you've got the right money in the right places at the right time. And I think one of the really important ones is for unexpected expenses, because these things will come up, a random medical cost, or you smash your phone or need a new laptop, crash your car, something happens for the kids that you need to put some money, have some money available for. Put that money aside and have it in a separate bucket. That's going to give you a lot of peace of mind and security that it's there when you need it. Doesn't get mixed in with your bills or your everyday spending or your savings to build your wealth as well. Keep it nice and separate. Automate it as much as you possibly can. And I think that will go a long way to getting the results that you want from your money management.